Ooh, I'm so excited. The weather's getting cold, and with cold weather, better camping weather. I mean, who likes the heat anyway? But with that cooler weather means campfires, means relaxing by the campfire a little bit more, and a nice hearty meal when you get back into camp for yourself and all your campmates. Today, we're gonna make my infamous Wicked White Chili. Let's get started. So now that our fire is ablaze, it's time to get our ingredients together. For this recipe, you're going to need the following ingredients. 1 can of chicken breast, 1 can of Great Northern beans, 1 can of Rotel style tomatoes, 1 can of diced tomatoes, celery, onion, green pepper, 1 can of corn, bouillon cubes, garlic powder, salt, chili powder, and onion powder. Our first step is to cut up our pepper, onion, and celery. Now that our fire is good and hot, our vegetables are cut up, we're gonna put our pot over the fire. Now at this point, our vegetables are cooking. I also want to go ahead and dissolve the beef bouillon cubes that I brought along with me. Now, any of these items that we have in this recipe, you can substitute with fresh items such as chicken or beans or even corn on the cob, just cut it off. This would be the time right now that you want to start to prepare that stuff if you're not using canned goods as I am. You're gonna need your chicken cooked or your corn roasted, however you're gonna do it. At this point now, we're going to add the beef bouillon. We're gonna add corn and our beans. We're now gonna add the diced tomatoes and the Rotel. Now that everything is inside our pot, we get to have a little bit of fun. Smush up those beans, make it nice and thick. Those white beans are what's going to change this chili color to that beautiful, wicked chili we love. Finally, add your can of chicken. If you're gonna mix this up, get this back on the fire, and we will soon be ready to eat. And while that chili is cooking down, now it's time to add our spices. Now, spices, like everything else, depend on the person, so you really want to play around with these numbers a little bit until you get it where you like it. But one quick tip that I wanted to share with everybody during this film is that when you're cooking over a campfire, if that fire's hot and it's hard to get around there and there's a lot of smoke, as long as your food's not burning, just let it go for a little bit. Stir it once in a while, do all your other prep work outside. So in my case, I'm gonna take all my spices, I'm gonna mix them up in a separate bowl, walk this bowl over, and then very quickly I can dump it in, mix it, and I don't have to be slaving over a hot fire. We are going to add approximately 1 teaspoon of salt, 2.5 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. All right, chili's all done. So I think we're gonna need one more thing. Beer. I mean, I like a good beer, so I figure out how to open this. At least I got a beer though. All right, let's try this chili up quick. Spicy, chili, hearty meal, great over the campfire, absolutely delicious. So, I hope you give this recipe a shot. Again, recipes, dial them in however you like. You want to add stuff, take stuff away, more spices, less spices, whatever you want to do, but use this as a base. I guarantee you're going to love it. So this was Dan Wowak, Yuko Ambassador. As we always like to say, stay lit and cook some good food.